Hi everyone. Today's class we are going to see about the accommodation of the eye in a clear section. In this section we see about the accommodation of the eye, what is far point, what is near point, amplitude of accommodation, what is range of accommodation, theories of accommodation, stimulus for accommodation, ocular changes in the accommodation. First one we see about the accommodation of the eye, process by which the vertebrate eye changes optical power to maintain a clear image or focus on a object, which means by changing the dioptric power of the lens so that we get a clear image of the object at a focus. Next one, far point, we otherwise called as punctum remotum. Far point is nothing but a clear vision at a long distance. If we see any object in a long distance, then eye at a rest. Minimal refractivity will be attained in a lens of the eye. Next one, near point. Near point is nothing but a clearest point of vision at a nearest distance. Whenever we seeing any object in a nearest distance, then our eye will be fully accommodated and refractivity of the our lens will be. Next, amplitude of accommodation. Amplitude of accommodation means difference between the refractivity of eye with the minimal refraction and refractivity of the eye at maximum refraction when the eye is fully accommodated. Next one, the range of accommodation. Range of accommodation means distance between the far point and the near point. We already know about the far point and one near point. Then we are going to see the theories of accommodation. First one, relaxation theory of Helmholtz. The Helmholtz states that contraction of circular part of the ciliary muscles will release this lateral tension by decreasing the circumlateral space of the lens. The strong capsule will exert pressure upon the spy-bars. Plastic lens substance will bulge in the direction of least resistance anteriorly. Vitreous prevents the posterior bulge of the lens. Next one, tension theory. Tension theory also like the relaxation theory, but this theory based on the active tension on the jonullary fibers present in the ciliary body. Next, stimulus for accommodation. The stimulus for the accommodation will be controlled by a cortical centers present in the brain. At cortical centers, involuntary stimulus are relay in the occipital cortex and voluntary stimulus are relay in the frontal lobe. Next one, we see the ocular changes during the accommodation. Whenever the accommodation process will be done, then major changes will be arranged in the ciliary body, choroid, and lens. Changes in the ciliary body and choroid, they are pulled forwarded by meridional ciliary fibers. Then we see the changes occurs in the lens, pachygenesis, dermulus lens. Lens sinks down due to the relaxation of zonules. Anterior pole of the lens moves forwards. Posterior pole of the lens is fixed. Lens increase in thickness. Lens decrease in diameter. Shallower of anterior chamfer. Purkinje image formed by the anterior lens surface becomes smaller due to the increased curvature.